I thought it was just the old wooden chair, but the smell lingered even after Mom left the room. Have you ever noticed a strange, musty scent in your parents' home, but couldn't quite place it? It's not dirt, it's not sweat, it's something else, and nearly 99% of people don't know what causes it. Let me tell you some real stories that opened my eyes and my heart. The smell of thyme, Joe's story. "Hey kiddo, come give your old man a hug." Grandpa Joe opened his arms wide, a warm smile on his wrinkled face, just like he always did. But this time, Lily, his 9-year-old granddaughter, who adored him more than anything, hesitated. She took a step closer, but her face scrunched up slightly. That evening, as her mom was brushing her hair, Lily whispered, "Mom, Grandpa smells kinda funny." Her mother froze. It wasn't a complaint, just an innocent observation from a child. But Grandpa Joe had no idea that his body was releasing a scent he couldn't even recognize. A quiet, unnoticed sign of aging. The breath of time. Aging doesn't just bring gray hair and a bent back. It brings subtle changes, ones that are often hard to notice, like the distinct smell that starts to emerge in older adults. Scientists call it tunanenol, a natural compound produced by the oxidation of fatty acids in the skin. It begins to increase after age 60, especially around areas like the neck, behind the ears and the back, places that are often hard to reach when bathing. The problem is, regular soap doesn't wash away the oils containing tunanenol. It builds up day after day, soaking into pillowcases, clothes, and skin, creating a persistent, unique odor. Recognizing the unspoken. A few weeks later, Grandpa Joe was sitting in the living room, holding an old photo frame with a picture of him holding Lily when she first started walking. He faintly heard her words from the day before. "Grandpa smells funny." For the first time, he noticed. His bed linens had a strange scent. His favorite wool sweater smelled too. Could it be me, he thought? He didn't say anything to anyone, but the next morning when his daughter brought him a new warm towel to wipe his face, he whispered, "Sweetheart, next time, could you help me clean behind my ears? I think I missed that spot." His daughter paused for a moment and nodded. No words were needed. Care begins with the smallest things. From then on, they changed a few small routines. Every week, his daughter helped him gently scrub those hard-to-reach places using a soft towel and mild soap. Sometimes they even added a little lavender essential oil, a scent his late wife had always loved. The results were surprising. Not only did the strange smell disappear, but Grandpa Joe's skin became healthier and less dry. He felt cared for, not as an elderly person needing help, but as a father still deserving of love. Did you know that according to research from Osaka University, washing behind the ears and neck 3 times a week can reduce the tunanenol odor by up to 70%? A hug, a memory rekindled. A few weeks later, Lily came over to visit again. Grandpa Joe, as usual, opened his arms wide. She rushed into his arms, holding him tight. No scrunched up face this time. "Grandpa smells like lavender today," she exclaimed. Grandpa Joe chuckled softly, tears welling up in his eyes. Have you ever noticed this change in your loved ones? Have you ever heard someone say, "Grandpa smells a little funny"? It's not their fault. It's their body talking, gently but unmistakably. If you have elderly parents or grandparents, pay attention to these small details. A warm towel, a gentle touch. These simple acts can make them feel more loved than any material gift. Have you ever cared for your parents this way? Share your story in the comments below. A small tip: use a soft towel and warm water to gently wash behind the ears, neck, and back. Change bed linens and pillows regularly. Take time to talk while helping your loved ones bathe. It's the best time to connect. If you're still watching, comment 4 below. I know you truly care about your loved ones. And if you found this video helpful, share it. Someone might need to hear this. Follow this channel for more stories on health and happiness in aging. Mary's quiet embarrassment. Mary had always been the kind of woman who took pride in how she carried herself. Even in her 70s, she never left her house without applying a little lipstick, brushing her silver hair into its usual elegant swoop, and slipping on a clean blouse, ironed always. She used to say, "If you can't take care of how you present yourself, what else will you let slide?" But things had quietly changed. It started after that fall last winter, the one that left her lying on the cold tile floor of the bathroom for nearly 20 minutes until her neighbor heard her call for help. Her daughter Susan had flown in the next day and insisted she stay a week just to make sure everything was all right. Since then, Mary had grown cautious, maybe too cautious. The unspoken change Susan noticed at first. "Mom, your sheets smell a little musty," she said gently one afternoon, folding laundry on the edge of Mary's bed. Mary brushed it off. "Oh, probably that old detergent. I'll switch brands." But it wasn't just the sheets. When Susan hugged her mother, she could sense it. A faint sourness, the kind that doesn't come from forgetting to wash, but from something else. Mary still changed clothes every day, still dabbed on her perfume. But something had shifted, the confession. It wasn't until 3 weeks later, over coffee in the kitchen, that Mary finally said it, quietly as if ashamed. "I just don't feel safe in there alone anymore." Susan looked up. "In where, Mom?" "In the shower," Mary whispered. "After the fall. I keep thinking, what if it happens again and no one's here?" That was the moment everything clicked for Susan. The lingering odor, the stack of untouched bath towels, the way Mary's showers had gone from daily to maybe once or twice a week. And Mary, sharp, proud Mary, hadn't told a soul. The hidden cost of fear. What Mary didn't know is that she's far from alone. Many seniors, especially those who live alone, begin avoiding the bathroom because of mobility issues, arthritis, or past trauma from a fall. Over time, less frequent bathing can lead to a buildup of bacteria, especially in moist areas like under the breasts, armpits, groin, or skin folds. These areas become warm and damp, ideal for odor-causing bacteria to thrive. Here's something you might not know. As we age, our sweat glands change. The apocrine glands, the ones located in the armpits and groin, begin producing oils that, when broken down by bacteria, emit a strong, musky odor. And when you're not washing thoroughly or skipping those areas entirely, it builds up silently, when love means looking closer. That night, Susan returned with a bag full of items: a shower chair, a pack of non-slip mats, and antimicrobial body wipes. She didn't want to make Mary feel incapable. She just wanted her to feel safe. "Let's just try it, Mom," she said, helping her into the bathroom. They placed a chair near the shower head. Susan installed 2 grab bars, one by the door, one near the faucet. They went slowly, gently, carefully, and Mary, though she never admitted it, felt a quiet relief wash over her before the water even did. A better way forward on days when standing too long was still too much. Susan would bring her warm cloths and gentle wipes. They made a ritual out of it, chatting about old neighbors, the best banana bread recipe, and what Lily, the youngest granddaughter, was up to in school. That soft cloth, those moments of connection, they did more than clean a body. They healed a wound that Mary didn't know she had been carrying, the fear of being a burden. Small changes, big impact. Did you know that installing basic safety items, like grab bars or a shower seat, can reduce the risk of bathroom falls by up to 80% in older adults? And for hygiene, even wiping down key areas with antimicrobial cloths just 3 times a week can drastically reduce body odor and prevent skin infections. It doesn't take much. Just awareness and care, from shame to comfort. Weeks later, Susan noticed something. Mary had started humming again while brushing her hair. Her clothes smelled like lavender fabric softener again. And during church on Sunday, someone complimented her. "Mary, you look so fresh today. What's your secret?" Mary laughed. "Just a little help from my daughter and a good seat in the shower." Let's talk heart to heart. Have you noticed your parents or grandparents avoiding the shower? Maybe they've never said anything, but something feels off. Maybe they've stopped changing clothes as often, or the smell in the room has changed. Please know, it's not laziness. It's often fear, or stiffness, or pain. And the good news, you can help in small, gentle ways. Install a grab bar, buy a shower chair, offer to sit and chat while they clean up. Make it a moment of love, not obligation. What about you? Have you ever helped a parent or grandparent feel safe in the shower? Have you made little changes that made a big difference? Comment below with safe bath if you've ever installed anything or helped a loved one feel more comfortable bathing. Let's look out for each other. If you've read this far, comment 5 so I know you're still here with me and that you care deeply like I do. And if this story reminded you of someone, send it to them. It might be just what they need to hear. Follow this channel for more real stories, health tips, and ways we can grow older together with dignity, safety, and love. Uncle Ray's Chair. A story about scent, stillness, and a second chance at joy. The chair told the story before Ray ever said a word. It was an old recliner, soft, faded green, the kind with a gentle lean that cradled your back just right. It sat by the window in Ray's living room, where the afternoon sun poured in like molasses. It had been his spot for years, a place to read the paper, sip coffee, or nod off to the gentle hum of Benny Goodman playing low on the radio. But lately, something had changed. When his niece Lauren came to visit one Sunday, she hugged him as usual, commented on how good it was to see him, and then quietly wrinkled her nose. Not in judgment, more in surprise. The air around the chair had grown stale, carrying a faint but noticeable smell. Not filth, not illness, just something that didn't used to be there. Later that afternoon, as she helped tidy the kitchen, Lauren bent close to the recliner and took a quiet sniff. It wasn't pleasant. It smelled of old sweat, maybe unwashed fabric, something almost sour. She didn't say anything right away, but she did sit Ray down gently a little later. "Uncle Ray," she began, "have you been feeling okay lately?" Ray looked down at his lap, fingers tapping slowly against the fabric of his pants. "Some days I'm just tired," he said. "It takes a lot to get going in the morning. And then I sit down and the day kind of slips away." He wasn't being evasive, just honest. It hadn't always been like this. Ray used to be lively. He'd dance in the kitchen while the coffee brewed, whistle to himself while doing the crossword. But after his wife passed 2 years ago, the spark dimmed. He started staying in his chair longer, sleeping in the same clothes, skipping laundry days. It wasn't about giving up. It was about energy and a kind of slow sadness that settles into the bones. Lauren thought back to what her mom had told her. We never thought he'd stop caring about himself. But now she understood. He hadn't stopped caring. He just stopped having the strength to show it. What the smell was trying to say, odor can be one of the earliest, most overlooked signs of a deeper issue. As we age, our skin produces more tononenal, a compound that gives off a greasy, grassy, sometimes stale odor. Combined with reduced mobility, this natural process gets amplified. When an older adult sits in the same spot all day, sweat and oils build up in their clothing and furniture. And if those clothes aren't washed regularly, or if they wear the same outfit for days, those smells can linger, quietly signaling that something's off. But for Ray, the smell wasn't the problem, it was the symptom. Reduced mobility doesn't just affect muscles, Lauren later read in a Mayo Clinic article. It affects mood, hygiene, and even social confidence. Studies show that older adults who remain sedentary for long periods experience up to 30% more depressive symptoms than those who move regularly. And inactivity doesn't just affect mood. It also traps body oils and sweat against the skin, which can mix with bacteria and soak into furniture. Ray didn't know any of this. He just knew he was tired. How small things became big again. Lauren didn't rush to fix everything. She started small. She came by after work with a basket of clean clothes, soft flannel shirts, fresh socks, warm cotton pants. She put on his favorite big band playlist while folding laundry on the couch. She brought him some of his old favorites from the 1940s and 50s. She swapped the recliner's cushion cover for a fresh one and quietly threw the old one in the wash with vinegar and baking soda, a trick her grandma had taught her years ago. "I thought I'd lost my rhythm," Ray told her one day, "but I guess I just needed the music back." And that was true in more ways than one. The moment it shifted one evening, as the radio played a soft tune, Glenn Miller, if Lauren remembered right, Ray did something unexpected. He stood up, slowly, carefully, and then with a small grin, he extended his hand. "Care to dance?" he said. She laughed and took it. He shuffled more than he swayed, but the sparkle in his eyes was back, and the scent in the room, it was barely there now. Clean laundry, warm coffee, a hint of aftershave. Something had changed, not just in the room, but in him. It wasn't about hygiene, it was about hope. What you can do when words aren't enough. So many older adults like Ray aren't neglecting themselves out of laziness or disinterest. They're overwhelmed, tired, or quietly grieving. The signs are subtle: a favorite chair that smells sour, the same sweater worn day after day, fewer visits to the shower, or a resistance to changing clothes. These aren't failures. They're cries for gentle attention. Here are a few things Lauren did, and you can too. Help with laundry offer to swap out their favorite clothes for freshly washed ones. Add baking soda or vinegar to remove deep odors. Encourage outfit changes. Bring over new clothes and make it fun. Let's dress up for lunch, you might say. Change the environment. Use washable chair covers and rotate their seating spots to reduce fabric buildup. Bring joy back into the routine. Music is powerful. Research shows that listening to familiar songs can reduce anxiety and improve cognitive function in older adults. In Ray's case, one swing tune was enough to get him moving again. Understand the why aging changes sweat glands, especially the apocrine ones under arms and around the groin. These produce oils that bacteria love, so if mobility or bathing is reduced, odor follows. But it's treatable, manageable, and nothing to be ashamed of. What about you? Have you noticed a loved one spending more time in the same chair or wearing the same clothes? Maybe you've quietly wondered about the change, not knowing how to bring it up. You're not alone. We want to hear from you. What song brings your loved one back to life? Have you helped someone like Ray find their rhythm again? Share your story in the comments. Let's make a playlist together, a soundtrack to rediscovery, to dignity, to dancing again at any age. And if you found this story helpful, pass it along. Sometimes a simple video can be the first step toward helping someone feel seen again. Gentle reminder, if you're caring for someone older, don't overlook the quiet clues, like the scent of a chair or the silence of a day gone by. Watch, listen, show up. That might be all it takes to help them stand up again, one swing song at a time. This isn't about shame, it's about love. It's about recognizing the quiet signs and responding with small but powerful acts of care. Did you know that when we age, our bodies change in ways that can be hard to see? For example, older adults often produce more oils that mix with bacteria and can cause unpleasant odors. It's not neglect, it's biology, but there's something you can do to help. Start with the basics. Wash behind the ears, a simple spot that's often forgotten but can trap oils and bacteria. Add safety tools to the shower. Grab bars and shower chairs can make all the difference in maintaining independence. Rotate clothes and seating. Regularly wash clothes and change sitting spots to reduce odor buildup. Look for small changes in their daily habits and routines. These can signal when someone might need a little extra help. If you're caring for an elderly loved one, pay attention to these signs. Have you noticed any of these in your parents or grandparents? Share your story below. We're in this together. And if this resonated with you, follow this channel for more real stories about aging and the ways we can show love and care. Send this video to someone who might need to hear it. Sometimes the smell of age is simply a quiet cry for help.